Welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast, where we talk about everything related to dot hack that you need to know. No, that's a little pre-show joke there going on. I'm Charles Fall. Right there's Joseph _Ard.
Yes.
How you doing, Joe?
I am doing pretty good. Kind of tired, but pretty good. How about you?
Yeah. Joe had a long night last night. He had a night that I just called normal for me, but that's all right. I'm doing good. We had a good ADD. So Tony was back. You know, he wasn't there when you were on with his
chocolate Tony versus vanilla Tony.
Real Tony. Hey, you were vanilla Tony. The real chocolate Tony showed up. It was spicy. It was a little spicy last night. Don't know why, but it was all right. It was fun, and I am doing just fine. What are some of your adventures from this week, man?
Yes, this past week, I honestly, so last night was the longest day, but my whole week has been crazy. And
like the longest yard? Or?
Yeah, so I don't know why, but everything seems to have been scheduled for the last couple of weeks of April. I'm hoping stuff will slow down next week because at least at work, a bunch of the projects that were coming up are finalized. So I'm hoping everything slows down and I have a lot more time to play. But I did hop in and do quite a few of the rocket balloons since they are back, and had fun with that. And I was very sad because when we first got on, someone had invited me to a raid and I didn't get it in time. I didn't see the announcement in time.
I didn't get that.
It was very sad. So, but how has your week been? Did you charge your gacha?
Yes, for a day.
Did you use it?
I did. I didn't get anything.
Hey, but you used it.
I did. One of the days this week, I use it. Actually, maybe 2 days this week. I use it right now. Can't remember if it's charged or not, to be honest with you. But yeah, I did. I did use it, and it did catch some stuff for me. It did cool. But here was what was interesting: is I was on my phone or whatever. I don't think I was in the game, but I was on my phone, and I popped up Iron Will. So it was Iron Will invited you to a raid. Bing! I hit it. Jumps right in. Everything's loading smooth. And it's a Landorus. I'm like, sweet. It's the Invictus Landorus, so I'm all good there.
Therian form Landorus.
Yeah. I know what I said. You know what I said. You'll interpret in between. It's fine. And so I did that, and then it's like shows Landorus, and I hit the button. I was like, oh, do I even have a pass? Oh, sure enough, there's a pass. And I hit it. I get in the room, and there's Will, and there's 2 other people. There's myself, and it's counting down. I'm like, yeah, man, 4 of us, we'll take down Landorus, no problem. And it counts down, it gets to 0, and it goes to load the screen, and it just sits there black with like some stuff at the top. I forget what, but indicated it's still in the game, and some stuff at the bottom, and the phone didn't freeze up. It's just black screen. It just sat there. And so I'm like, well, okay, maybe it glitched because the battle started. Maybe it glitched. I know it won't cost me my pass because I didn't do damage because I never got to see the battle, right? And then so I said, but I was invited to it. I got into it, right? So I'll be able to rejoin. I close the game out, go back into the game, and the invite's still there. I hit it, and it's just a regular Pokestop. Or gym, right? It's a regular gym, and it says walk closer to interact. I'm like, wait, what? I was in the raid. I don't understand.
So what could have happened? Either it just completely glitched out, which could have happened, but what also is an explanation is the raid started, but the raid timer on the gym had already elapsed. So it wouldn't let you back in. That is an issue with Pokemon Go.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so sometime in Pokemon Go, if the raid timer expires while you're in the middle of the raid, and you get kicked out of the raid for whatever reason, or your game crashes, it won't let you go back to the catch screen and things like that. So it sucks, but
yeah,
fix it, Niantic. Fix it.
That is weird.
Call in a
That is
fixer.
weird. Have you ever had anything like that happen?
Where I've gotten kicked out of a raid? Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens. It sucks, but it
All
happens.
right.
Just
Well, I will take a few more.
just walk it
invites.
off. Captain America
Okay.
said, "Just walk it off."
No, he said sometimes you're the tree, and they'll say no, you move.
All right, wrong
That's one of my
wrong
favorite
movie.
Captain America quotes.
That is a good one. It really is.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to
are you making sure to take a bunch of pictures of your Pokemon today?
Is that today?
Yeah.
And when I say this, I am not exaggerating. I have been in the road all day.
You've been in the road?
In my car in the road, yes. Not playing Pokemon Go in the road. In my car in the road.
That's good because there's a warning.
Oh!
There's a warning that comes up every time you open the gate saying to be aware of your surroundings. So playing it in the road probably is not
I just got
advisable.
the news. Cool. I just saw the announcement in game. It didn't pop up earlier when I was in there. But I'm getting in my game so I can get invites. But no, man, I left my house like 9:00 this morning. Yeah, and I've hit every base we owned today in a go point A to point B to point C, and then reverse it. So it's not even come straight back home. I had to do some inspection stuff today. So it was hour and a half out to go an hour up to spend some time, then to come an hour back, then an hour and a half back, then home. Yeah. So no, I haven't taken any pictures, but it's still going on right now, I imagine.
Oh yes. Yes,
So I can take pictures right now.
Yeah, the Smeargle event, the Pokemon Go Snap event is still going on. I like Dooley's statement in chat. The button that says "I'm a passenger" should really say "I won't sue you."
Yeah. All right. I got a Smeargle. Smeargle photobombed me instantly. Yay, Smeargle.
So Old Man Tup has a question.
Yes.
He's asking, when you throw a curveball, does it curve from right to left or from left to right? And for me personally, because I rotate it clockwise, it goes from left to right. But if you rotate it counterclockwise, it will go from right to left.
Agreed.
So it depends on your spin, whether you spin it clockwise or counterclockwise.
Yeah, same way. I use my right hand, so I go from the left bottom corner up. Well, actually, I kind of go out, but it's out. So, well, you know what? Crap, I need to throw a ball so I can tell you. I was trying to picture. I spin counterclockwise. That's it. So, yeah, I use my right hand. I spin it counterclockwise, and I go from left to right, and it comes from the right side of the screen back in to the left. If that makes sense.
Yep.
It's a parabellum.
Dooley says you got to put a little English on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
So, yeah. Just put a little English on it.
What about you, Dooley? Since that was your question.
Somebody said, Old Man Tup, it was his question. His curves from right to left, which means they spin it counterclockwise, the ball.
Yeah, same as me. So I did this big curve. So I don't think you can spin it counterclockwise and go from the right, because that'd be a weird throw up because it'd curve too much, right? You got to come in and curve it out. Go out and curve it in. I'm trying to say. I can reverse it, though. I am ambidextrous when it comes. That's not true because that's two hands. I can go right or left. I can go clockwise from the right corner in, or counterclockwise from the left corner in.
Charles spins both ways. Dooley got a shiny Onyx from his second research reward. That is awesome.
Nice.
Very awesome. But
did I tell you I got a binacle this week?
You did not.
I got a binacle this week. I think
I
think it was a
when
rain.
you asked that you got one.
No, I caught it in the wild. I lied. I caught it in the wild. But I've only caught one.
Was it on the bottom of a boat?
No. This is Georgia. We don't have, well, okay, if you're on the coast, of course
don't lie to me.
Yeah.
There's boats in Georgia.
There are boats in Georgia. There are indeed. I'm not even on the chat. I need to
Those swamp boats with the big old fans on them.
That's Florida.
Yeah, you probably got some in Georgia too.
Okay, you're not wrong, but yeah.
All right, let's head on over to the Discord and see what we've got going on over there.
Got it going on. Got it going on.
Let's back it up. Let's see, what is today? The 29th. So let's back up to the 23rd. Ooh, scary. All right, so we've got Disappointing Terry. I love that he hasn't changed his nickname back. Disappointing
I love that
Terry.
his first post. Hold on, his first post with that name was how disappointed he was in me for not charging my gotcha.
It's true. It's true. So Disappointing Terry showing off 100% lucky Seawaddle, as well as a shiny Sunkern and a shiny Alolan Executor. Old Man Tup, who's here live with us tonight, leveled up to level 42. Awesome stuff there. Canned Beans with a shiny Trubbish. I think it's ironic. I kind of wish it had gone straight black trash bag on the Trubbish instead of a dark blue. Because then it'd be like, well, this Trubbish came from your house, the green one, and this Trubbish was when you were cleaning up stuff in the yard. So there's that. Dooley showing off
that would take a lot of coding, but I get what you're saying.
Well, okay. Dooley noted, showing off the collection challenge. Disappointing Terry is disappointed in... Yeah, that's the one, the post you were referencing. These are some disappointing stats. Charge that gotcha, and he's calling you out. He showed
me.
Yeah, he's showing off your stats page. Those are some
cool, man.
Those are some
like that.
Pretty low stats right there, Charles. Pretty
low stats. For the casual, those are some rock star stats right there.
Those are some filthy stats there, Charles. Filthy stats.
They are.
Dead to Me, aka Zenzalu, made it to level 34. Woot woot. He's that's a little over halfway to 40. You could do it. You could do it. You just got to keep playing the game. US Nate Scout showing off a shiny random Pokemon that he got through in Pokemon Home through the Wonder Box. So that's pretty awesome. I am blanking. Eldegoss? Is that I don't think I've seen this Pokemon before. But it looks like it's got a giant cotton ball on its back. Eldegoss, Dooley says. So let's see.
The Legend of Eldegoss.
Ivit and Hallowed Robin are synchronizing lucky eggs for a friendship bonus.
How sweet.
Mac, 825, got to level 49. Awesome stuff there. Mr. Tambourine, who's here live in the chat, got a shiny Nidoran female and 100% Trubbish and 100% Volibee. Very awesome stuff there. US Nate Scout with the event luck. First Smeargle that popped up for him was shiny. Pretty good stuff there. Hallowed Robin showing off 100% Surskit and a Ponyta. The Galarian Ponyta, so Cotton Candy Ponyta. Popeye showing off a shiny Alolan Executor and 100% Drillbur. Nulty coming in with a bunch of shinies. Bellsprout, Smeargle, Clamperl, Zubat, Magikarp, Spinda, and Trubbish. It is not the Charles McFall Spinda, though.
I still don't have one of those. I want one.
Hallowed Robin and Brian Bibbit coming off. Not Brian Ibbett. Barry Falk. They're throwing me off with the nicknames. I did say Bibbit.
You covered yourself.
They made it to best friend status. Pretty awesome stuff there. Dooley. Oh, literally, we already mentioned this in because he posted it to chat. Dooley showing off the shiny Onyx. Actually, the IVs on that are pretty nice. 14, 10, 14, it looks like. Good stuff there. So, yeah, a lot of great experiences of the week this past week. We had a discussion from this past week, which actually will lead to one of our topics later on. Do you remember what our discussion was, or do you want me to read it off for you?
Oh yeah, we were going to talk about hosting our own fest or something like that.
Yeah. So, if Go Fest is digital only this year, should Charles and Joe hold their own in-person event in Nashville, Atlanta, or somewhere else?
Now, I did notice before we get into the topic, I saw, it might have been no, it wasn't a tweet. It's in our Discord. Terry's like, hey, we got wherever he is, south, north, something, somewhere. Anybody, I'm going to host my own Go Fest. Like, yeah. Ride our coattails. Come on. Room over here, man.
Yeah, so he's trying to get something together for people that are in the Chicago-ish area.
I give him grief, but more than likely he would have done that without us saying something. I know he's not taking it from us. He's always a big community kind of guy.
Yep.
So what's the comments? What did people say?
Well, there was only one comment. It is from DigiPair.
Said, I've been trying to reach you about your extended warranty.
Well, if we're going to be driving, we might need that extended warranty. But DigiPair says, I think you should, but I live too far away to attend. So DigiPair won't be able to attend, but he thinks that we should, and I think we should too, if it's digital only. We do have, let's go ahead and skip down in the, let's first do our commercial, and then we'll pick it back up talking about Go Fest.
Let's talk about ours just a little bit. I know we're saying yes, we should do it. Okay. I think now that we're going to be talking about Go Fest, we'll be able to hammer out some more details. But I think Nashville's a good time. I've only passed through Nashville. I've not visited Nashville, so I think it'd be cool. Oh, side note, Joe. One I did reference. I was talking about our road trip yesterday on ADD, which I still think was a blast. 14 hours one way with somebody, you're either gonna love them or hate them, and I think we came out loving each other more than we hated each other. So that was good.
It was good times.
But Cheeky Nashville, just thinking about it, reminded me of this. You know how he goes, Cheeky Nashville, not from Nashville. So right, remember. I was trying to dictate a text to Siri today while I was driving, right? So like, hey, S word, I don't want to trigger her on my phone. Hey, assistant, message whoever's messaging. And I was like, doing this, and that, and da-da-da-da-da. What? And then, of course, it reads it back to you so you can hear what it heard, and then you can tell it yes to send or not. And it read it back and it's like, go to this, and that, and it just cut off. And like I had a whole 2 more sentences after that. But Siri literally went doing this and that, and I'm like, what, did Cheeky become my assistant on my phone? So anyway, that's my vote is Nashville. So we'll talk it out. But yeah, let's hit that commercial break. Unless you got 2 thoughts to put on that as well.
No, yeah, I definitely think we should do it. Nashville seems like a good spot to do it. I've only driven past. I've never actually been to Nashville.
Hey, yeah, okay.
So, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and in July it's going to be Nashville hot. Here's the commercial. Duck.
Let's go. All right, initiating the commercial. Boom. All right, I'm trying to get through these rewards. Gotta get them. Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. And all right, that'll be fine. All right. And let's see. You know what? Since I've been talking about it, I'm just gonna do this one.
2 wrongs, asked her if she knew me. She said, yeah, I know a few songs. All these girls around me think I'm rowdy because I've been through fire. Then I level up, so now I ghost them like the city. And the guy you clowning around and looking like a Mr. Mime. You want to party up with me? I'm busy picking different times. Now you should really go trick.
This song It just hits so good. I love it every time. I don't know why.
At
It
some
should be
point, I need to listen to the full thing.
right. I cut out a little bit of it. It does get a little non-family friendly in one or two parts. I don't really remember. It was a TikTok video I found, recorded the audio off of it. Try to let the guy up so we can give him full credit. And yeah, we've talked about that on the show. But yeah, no, I love it. It really, on the surface to me, I look at it and go, man, that just should be stupid and cheesy. And okay, it's cute one time. Nope, I like it every single time. I don't know what it is. So all right, Coach, you like Decidua is one of my favorite lines there. So Joe, is there any news whatsoever about the fabled Fest of the Goes that may happen?
It's ironic because we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, and then bam, Niantic's like, "Oh, we should probably get on that," and they post about it. So we do officially have the dates for GoFest 2021. They will be July 17th and July 18th. Now, it does specifically say it is a 2-day global event. We do not know if there will be an in-person aspect to it, though. And while I would love to have an in-person aspect, the fact that it's only 2 days instead of 4 days, because the year, not 2020, but 2019, they had 4 days that you could go. They had expanded it. And so having it only 2 days makes me wonder if it is going to be digital only. What do you think? Do you think it'll have an in-person part of it?
I think they would have announced that if there was.
I kind of think they would have too, unless they're still, because I mean it's hard to plan events for 2020 events were like nope, they're done. But for 2021, it's with stuff starting to open back up, but a lot of stuff is still in the air on what is and is not allowed. But then they have also not just allowed, but they've also got to deal with PR aspects. I mean, let's be honest, that will always be a thing. They've got to look at, I really hate this word, but they got to look at the optics of it.
Crap.
And so yeah, so they've got to keep all of that in mind. So yeah, it specifically says, what does this year's event have in store? Well, you'll just have to wait. So
yeah, thanks for nothing.
Yeah. So
it's a save the date announcement. All it really is.
Yeah, and that's 100% of it. But the one thing to take away from it, like I mentioned earlier, it does specifically mention global. It's a 2-day global event, which to me means there will be a digital aspect of it.
Oh yeah.
Even if there is an in-person part that will be available to everyone around the world. And then who was it? I got to look it up.
No. I'm looking at this and the way it reads, and the way they did the city highlights. I am going to go out on a limb and say, no, we're not going to have a Chicago-based Go Fest this year.
Yeah, because a lot of the previous Go Fests, the background of the promo image has been the park that we're going to. This does not look like downtown Chicago at all. The background.
Not only that, it doesn't say anything about ticket sales. Now we are early.
There will be tickets. There were tickets.
Well, yeah, but if you're doing a real world event, why'd you put me on notifications when I click news? Just give me. Oh, you're frustrating me, game. But okay, so we're July 17th, so June. So we're about 8 to 10 weeks away, give or take, right? Probably closer to 10 weeks away right now. So we know they normally really announce about 6 weeks out, or I guess about 6 weeks out is when the tickets go on sale. But at this point, if you're going to put out an announcement, you would think to say, this is a date that, that's how it's been before. Yeah. Tickets go on sale this date, get ready for it. this doesn't say anything about. Now, yes, there will be tickets. They're going to sell it. This says, hey, last year's event featured the debut of a brand new worldwide format that saw trainers from around the globe working, blah, 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 which is all digital.
Yeah.
Right now,
Well, and
we've always said they're going to do anything. It'll be hybrid. I mean, nothing says anything about get ready for a real world event.
Yeah, I guarantee last year's ticket sales, they saw that money, and I don't think we'll ever go to in person only for GoFest ever again. I mean, that's a bold statement, but from a company profit standpoint, I don't see it happening in the future. I think they will continue doing a digital aspect, even if they have an in-person part. I don't think we'll ever go to solely in-person again for GoFest. And you notice this year they did not mention anything about specific cities either, which is something they've done in the past as well when they do in-person events. So that is another thing that says, no, this will be digital only. So my money is on digital only.
Yes.
One thing that's also really weird about this announcement is usually they try to hide Pokemon in the background. And so people who are scanning through the picture can be like, oh, there's a hidden Pokemon. That's going to be a feature of this.
Right.
They didn't do that this time. I've zoomed in. I've covered every inch. Nothing. But one thing I missed while I was doing that, because I was so focused on trying to find hidden Pokemon, and Mac825 in our Discord pointed it out. If you look at the GoFest logo, there's music notes on either side of Fest. You see that?
I'm looking right now.
You looking at the promo image?
If I can get the game to stop putting me on the wrong thing. Okay. In the news announcement, I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's tiny, but I see it. Yes, there's music on either side of the word Fest. Yes.
So the music notes on either side of the word Fest. Mac pointed this out, and he said his hypothesis, and I 100% agree with this, is that Meloetta is going to be the mythical Pokemon that we're going to get during GoFest. Meloetta is the melody Pokemon and is very much themed around music. Meloetta's hair looks like the bars of music for sheet music. Yeah, I can almost guarantee it's going to be Meloetta. Right when Max said that, I was like, yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, obviously not 100%. There's a chance it's not, but realistically, that's my money's on Meloetta.
Yeah. If I knew who that was, I'm sure I'd be like,
certainly.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, everything about this says virtual only, which I'm good with. I mean, it was a good experience last year.
It was. I just miss being around a bunch of nerds. I like being around nerds.
Fair.
Fair. I mean, that's why I like Dragon Con. That's why I've liked past Go Fests. I'm becoming a basement dweller, and I miss being around nerds.
Or born to be a basement dweller.
I mean, well, I may have a predisposition, but I don't want to turn into a mole person just yet. So.
No. Yeah. No, I'm honestly looking forward to it. Whenever it does happen.
Whenever what
that's why, you know what? That's why we're doing our own little thing this year, right?
Yeah.
So I think it is safe to plan for a Nashville Fest instead of a Chicago Fest.
We'll pencil it in. It's not in ink just yet, but it's penciled in.
There you go.
So now we've got to start looking at different stuff.
Audino. I just got my first Audino popping up.
There you go. Now we got to look at well, I guess we'll have to talk to Cheeky. Cheeky, Got to let us know the best places to play Pokemon Go in the Nashville area.
Yeah, we'll actually have to get like some direct contact with Cheeky, and because they'll have to. Oh no, it fled! What are you doing? Don't run away! Oh my god, one! I got one shot and I missed it. Hamilton would be so pissed off at me.
So would Eminem.
Yes.
Would Eminem.
Yes. Oh, that hurt. But yeah, we need to get. That threw me off so bad. We need to get with Cheeky, and we'll plan. We'll plan. We'll plan it. We'll plan it. It'll be good. That upset me way more than it should have. So, all right. So yeah, we got the fest down. We all know that it's coming. Hype from El Gringo Suave, and this is a Twitter. I don't usually get hyped about Twitter, but okay, it's
it's the Twitter announcement, and then we have the actual post.
It's actually easier for those listening to the podcast. It's actually a lot easier to see the little music notes in the Twitter post than it is in your game, which is what I was trying to do. It's really small.
Yeah, see, I wasn't looking at the game. I was looking at the official blog post. But yeah, and looking at the comments on the announcement, people are like, yeah, it's Meloetta. They're guessing it as well. So
yeah, fair enough.
Oh, poor one person. They're commenting, still waiting for the Liverpool event. That was one of the events that was canceled in 2020 because of COVID. So
yeah, I mean, if you didn't get the hint from the American Revolution, screw you, England. We're good. So that's just a Jackie K.
Well,
everyone else is can ignore that.
man.
I'm so sorry. But so going back a little bit, Joe was reminding me earlier today to take pictures of my Pokemon because it's celebrating. Did the new Pokemon Snap drop today, right?
I believe so.
I think that's right. Today or Friday. It's very, very soon, but it could have been today because I'm not going to play it. I mean, actually,
tomorrow. It's April 30th.
So tomorrow. It drops tomorrow.
Yeah.
As of this recording. As of for the podcast people, tomorrow. So yeah. So they're doing an event from today through May 2nd through Sunday. Looks roughly not quite ended. Well, end of day Pokemon. I mean, they shut down raids at 8:00 local time, don't they? Typically.
8 or 9.
8 or 9, yeah. So, but yeah, you got Smeargle, photobomb by Smeargle up to 15 times a day. Do you want 15 Smeargles?
Well, I mean, if I was a diehard trying to get the shiny, I'd definitely max that out.
I'm gonna take some pictures. So here's the question: can we just? Because if you go up against a wild Pokemon, it's in the wild. It's showing me Audino right there. Come on, you hurt me. You hurt me. So why'd you swipe left, Audino? Come on. But can you when you counter anything in the wild, you can take a picture of it. I did that earlier. Did not get a Smeargle to photobomb. That one I know it's not automatic, but I'm just curious. Does it have to be your buddy or a Pokemon you have, or can it be a Pokemon in the wild?
A lot of these, it specifically says it has to be a Pokemon in the wild for the taking pictures. But to get
it's not saying it here.
Sorry, I'm talking about the research stuff. But to get the Smeargle, it doesn't have to specifically be your buddy or someone in the wild. I took a picture of a Pokemon earlier, and it was just a random Pokemon from my box, and it popped.
Yeah, I did my buddy earlier, and instantly Smeargle. I'm gonna guess that Smeargle might pop up for the ones you've already caught, which your buddy, of course, is included in that. Then you're saying that there's events where you take pictures of random Pokemon.
Yeah, some of the research stuff, you're supposed to take pictures of wild Pokemon specifically.
Okay.
And I get it because that's what the game Pokemon Snap is all about. It's not Pokemon you've caught, it's Pokemon in the wild. You're traveling around taking the pictures in the game. At least in the 64 game. That's what you did.
Yeah, and that's actually that's it sounds like fun. Honestly, it's a cool concept. It sounds like fun. I'll probably put it on my GameFly list and have it come in because I was telling the kids about it. They've been seeing commercials on their YouTube channels and whatnot that they look at. So I've been telling them about what it is, and they seem kind of excited about it. So I'm sure we'll check it out sooner rather than later. What do you think of this event, Joe? Have you been taking pictures with your buddies or anything? You said, you said you took some in your box.
Yeah, I actually took some pictures. It's a Christmas
Do you
miracle.
care though? Do you care?
Uh,
Do you care?
so not really, but one thing to note for those that are really trying to get a shiny Smeargle is similar to Melmetal. Smeargle's shiny will be event exclusive. So normal Smeargles outside of this event will not be able to be shiny. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you really are looking for a shiny Smeargle, you better go ham on this event. So,
are we getting a special pig or something on this?
I mean, yeah, Tepig. You gotta go ham on this event with Tepig.
Full ham.
Mm-hmm. Go full
Do you
bore.
ever wonder if John Ham plays the game?
I have literally never wondered that until this moment.
Well, you're welcome. Just like we established on ADD last night, lasagna is just pizza cake. You now wonder if John Ham plays this game to go full ham on Pokemon Go.
Oh man, lasagna. I once met someone who really hated lasagna and they called it Legagme. Anyway,
how do you hate lasagna?
I don't know.
I mean, I can see if it's not for you, but how do you? I don't know. That just we got to talk, Joe. Not you. I know you don't hate lasagna. But it's like things you bring up mid-show just makes you want to do a whole different show. The legendary Pokemon.
I heard once that there was a podcast about stories that maybe
hey,
some of this could.
I'm working on season 2. I'm gonna see if this a publisher editor will sign on with me, and if he does, we'll get it rolling. If not, I have to look for another one. Legendary Pokemon Xerneas and Yveltal. Yeah, in Russia, Pokemon Capture You. Make the Pokemon Go debuts during this event in May. So you can save Shadow Moltres from Giovanni, which we knew was coming around. Breakthrough Encounters is Galarian Ponyta. Is that My Little Ponyta, the cotton candy?
Yes, that's the cotton candy Ponyta.
I love it. Weirdly enough, I hate a whole lot of stuff in this game. I was flipping through, cleaning out a bunch of Pokemon in my bag the other day, and there was My Little Ponyta sitting there. I was like, I thought the original Ponyta was awesome, but you're better. So, Incarnate Form Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus will continue to show up till Tuesday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And then from 10 a.m. Tuesday, May 4th. So if you get up early and get that first raid in, you'll still get Tornadus, Thundurus, or Landorus. But after 10 a.m., when God gets up, because you shouldn't get up before that time any given day, through Tuesday, May 18th, you'll get Xerneas, the life Pokemon. We're making this. I mean, they really stretch for some of these. We'll be out there. And then from Tuesday, May 18th to Tuesday, June 1st, Yveltal, the destruction Pokemon. I was trying to read those names, man.
Xerneas and Yveltal. Yes, they are from X and Y. They are the box art Pokemon, as it were, the legendaries from X and Y. Can you guess which one was in X and which one was in Y?
Yes, yes, I can, Joe.
All right. If you couldn't, I'd wonder.
I mean, if you told me it was Diamond and Pearl, I'm like, no, I think you're wrong. I'm pretty sure it's X and Y. I've never played those games, but I'm pretty sure I know that one.
Yep. Yeah, so those will be out and about this next month. And then they're, of course, going to rearrange some of the Mega Evolutions. So we're going to have, starting on, again, May the 4th, Mega Venusaur, Mega Lopunny, and Mega Abomasnow in raids. And then joining them. So they've got those that are going to be continuing on, but then they're also going to have some others in Mega Raids as well. So May 4th through the 15th, in addition to the ones before, I think they've got, oh, sorry, I'm reading it wrong. The Mega Venusaur, Mega Lopunny, and Mega Abomasnow will be here until the 4th. Starting on the 4th, it'll switch up to Mega Venusaur, Mega Charizard Y, and Mega Lopunny. So the only difference there is the Mega Charizard Y getting swapped in for Mega Abomasnow. And then starting on the 15th until June 1st, it will be Mega Ampharos, Mega Houndoom, and a surprise Mega Evolved Pokemon will be appearing in Mega Raids.
Is it the question mark unknown? We're going to get Mega question mark unknown.
That would be a Pokemon Go exclusive because none of the unknowns Mega Evolved to my knowledge. But could you imagine if they pulled like a Captain Planet, Captain Alphabet, Captain Unknown, the whole alphabet comes, and it uses I don't know, witty comeback. It's super effective. Oh man. All right, I haven't got enough sleep or enough caffeine. I need one of the two.
You just made as valid a Pokemon as anybody could, Joe. For some of these that they pull out of their hat, you had the backstory, you had the powers, you had the moves, you got the super effective in there. I mean, I would not have been able to tell that you were joking had I not known you were joking.
Oh man. And then every Wednesday in May is going to have a raid hour featuring the Pokemon that are appearing in 5-star raids. So it's not a specific well, I guess it is depending on whose rotation it is. But yeah, so Wednesday, that's pretty normal, 6 to 7 p.m. local time. And you'll gain extra experience for completing those 5-star raids during that. So that is awesome as well. I mean, this is basically the May announcement. They've been doing this for, I don't know, 6 or 7 months now. Probably longer. But, so the Pokemon Spotlight Hours, again, those are Tuesdays, 6 to 7 p.m. local time. So on May the 4th, it's going to be Cottony. May the 11th, it'll be Dratini. May 18th will be Alolan Rattata. And May the 25th will be Meryl. And each of those weeks will have a rotating bonus. Whether it's extra candy, extra experience, or extra Stardust. Community Day will be on May the 15th, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment since they announced today who that will be. And then they just talk about some of the events that we were already talking about. So let's go ahead and hop on over.
Oh, Mega Hop, maybe?
Mega Hop. Mega Lopunny, Bunny Hop, over to, and I don't know if you actually watched the
yes, you do.
The Xerneas. Okay, that's true. I do know you didn't watch it, but they had a little spotlight for Xerneas and Yveltal coming over to Pokemon Go. You can watch that if you want to in the official announcement for them for their event. A lot of these details are basically the same as what we've already read. But
I mean, I guess technically I can watch it right now, but that's going to ruin the show.
But this specific event, the Luminous Legends X, it talks about how Dragon and Fairy type Pokemon originally discovered in Kalos, so that's the X and Y games, are going to be popping up during that time. Specifically calls out Spritzy, Swirlix, and Goomy. I don't know. Goomy seems to be one that people either love or hate. So it'll be interesting to see who in our area, who of our listeners loves Goomy, who evolves into Goodra, the Goo Dragon. But yeah, Dooley says it's a slimy dragon.
Bot territory tonight. I don't understand.
No,
Goomy, Goo Dragon. I feel like we're
Goodra
show. I don't understand.
Goodra is a slimy dragon. It's true. But yeah, we don't need to talk about botched. That's okay.
Hey, what about this new lure module that's coming?
Yes. So we talked about in one of the code dives that there was going to be a rainy lure module. So they are going to be making their debut here next week. And it is a lure module that attracts certain Pokemon that like the rain, specifically water, bug, and electric type Pokemon. And the reason why they're adding this into the game is because in order to evolve Sliggoo into Goodra, so it goes Goomy, Sliggoo, and then Goodra. In order to evolve Sliggoo into Goodra, you need the Rainy Lure module to be active, similar to several other Pokemon that require a specific lure module to be active. But apparently, and this is a nice bonus here, Sliggoo can evolve into Goodra when the in-game weather is rainy as well. So you can use the lore module, or if the actual weather in-game is rainy, then that works as well. So that is a nice mechanic that they are adding into the game so that you're not solely dependent on having lore modules. But yeah. They do call out several other Pokemon that are going to be part of this event, such as Dratini, Ralts, Bagon, Cottony, and more. I do want to find a Goomy. It's goofy, but I like goofy Pokemon. Let's face it. They're mixing up the 7K eggs as well. I mean, we've talked about this. 7K eggs. Because normally I think 5K eggs when I think the event eggs. But they are mixing up the 7K eggs a little bit. So it's going to be Cleffa, Igglybuff, Azurill, Gibble, Swirlix, and Spritzy. And then the event field research are going to be Psychic Dragon and Fairy-type Pokemon. Your favorite Cotton Candy Ponyta, Gibble, Spritzy, and Swirlix. AR mapping tasks, which will lead to encounters with Galarian Ponyta. I don't do the AR mapping tasks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care for them. I've done a couple. But yeah. I mean, every now and again, if the reward is good enough, I'll do it, but I don't think I'll do it for a Galarian Ponyta. This is nice. So we're going to be able to evolve Dragonite and Salamence during this event, and they will be able to learn their Community Day moves. So Dragonite, it's Draco Meteor, and Shelgon into Salamence will learn Outrage. And you can actually use a Charge TM to teach it that as well. So Dragonites that you already have, you can use TMs to get these moves as well. That's a good bonus. I like that. I do like that. What do you think of that?
I like it.
All right. And now that we've heard from Charles, he likes it.
I don't know that much about the moves. I don't really use the moves. So I mean, like Meteor Strike on Melmetal. Not Melmetal, yeah. No, not Melmetal. That's Buff Melmetal.
Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash on Beldum's Evolve for melting.
Yeah.
No,
totally blanking here. But yeah. I got it because there was that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
It is a good one.
Sure.
On Metagross.
So that I knew. So if somebody says like this Dragonite, teach it Draco Meteor, if you're like, that's the move, okay, I know to look for Draco Meteor. But on the surface, I don't really know. And it doesn't really affect me all that much because if I got to battle the trainers just to complete some kind of mission, and I'll do that. If I got to battle Team Rocket, well, not the grunts, but the Team Rocket leaders, I'll look up what's the weaknesses of this particular set of Pokemon. And that's when it'll say, I have gone looking for moves because I'm trying to beat a certain team leader or something. And whenever I Google or look up in our Discord, it says, if you have Dragonite with Draco Meteor, that's the best one for this thing. So then I'll go search for that move. And of course, I'm referencing it's right here on the screen in front of me.
Well,
on the surface, I don't know.
Well, so that's the move itself. What's nice about this, and what Jacket K mentions in chat, is this is the first time that I know of, and that Jacket K knows of, where they've actually made it so that the event move, you're able to use a Charge TM on someone you've already evolved rather than evolving to new.
Evolving the thing. Yeah, okay.
And I really hope that they do this moving forward, because hoping that Pokemon will be a community day or a special thing and you have to wait to evolve has always been counterintuitive to me. You shouldn't be incentivized to wait to evolve. You should be able to evolve and then use a charge TM if the new move is that good. Because it invalidates a lot of older Pokemon that you have. So I really like this. I hope it continues moving forward, that they do this.
Yeah. Because I honestly forget. Like, I got in this last one, and it was like, oh, if you evolve, whatever it was. I can see it in my mind, but I can't say the name right in a second. But, the last community day we had, evolve it up to this time and get this move. And I was like, all right, I played a little bit. I probably will play a little bit more later. And let me see if I get a shiny. I'll just evolve that. And then I didn't play a little bit more later. And I didn't evolve it and get the move. And that's okay. But, yeah, I forget.
And then they sneak this in down at the very bottom. You know what they sneak in down at the very bottom?
What's that?
Pancham will make its Pokemon Go debut appearing in raids for the rest of the event. So after... I'm not sure what time it's after. I'm not going to bother reading through that to finish it. But Pancham. I love Pancham. He is awesome. Do you know who Pancham is? I don't even know if you know who Pancham is. Pancham is awesome. He's a panda. He's a panda.
It's Chespin's weird Asian
No, it's not. Well, weird Asian cousin, maybe. He's a mischievous little panda, and then he evolves into a beastly fighter panda. I love him. He's awesome.
Look how excited Joe is.
I am. I like Pancham a lot. So
this is great, man.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That is good stuff. What about this bitter aftertaste? Why are we getting all salty here?
Salty?
Well, bitter.
I don't know. You might want to be careful with the salt, because if you put it on Goomy, he might shrivel up. Just saying.
So I don't know what the discussion was because it's been removed.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
It says moderators removed the post from feeds for a variety of reasons, including keeping community safe, and they've actually removed a number of comments.
Oh snap!
That was Sylph Road, by the way, who did it. Not.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was. Niantic doesn't control the Sylph Road as far as I know.
What was the thing?
So they were calling out Niantic for the latest event.
To clean up the area, plant trees, all that stuff.
For the event itself in game, not for the purposes behind it. Man, I wish I remembered exactly what the post was, but I remember thinking it was a good thing that we should discuss. Basically, they felt that Niantic was just trying to do a money grab, and that the event wasn't worth it. And it just, I really wish that this was not removed. So, and it's not like we can go through the comments looking for contextual clues, because they've removed a lot of the ones that are probably in agreement with that. The comment removed by moderator and stuff like that. So
what's your take on it? What did you think about that? Was it? Do you think it was a money grab?
It wasn't a good event. This last event, to be completely honest, it was too short. Which is because most of their events now are at least a week or 2 weeks long, and so having a tiny little 3-hour event with no lead up or anything like that, it was weird. And even like Reversal, he was like, "Oh, I slept through it," so it was like, yeah, it's
like, okay, I can go plant a tree. I get why we do that. It's a great thing for this world. I get clean it up. This particular week, I had to figure out what day we're on. I forget it's Thursday. But this Saturday, my oldest son is actually going to work with the county. No, it's not mandated community service. He actually is getting paid to go, but they're going to go clean up trash and stuff along all the nature walks and this and that as an organized thing. I get it. It's a great thing, but how do you really relate that to a game? I mean, it was just a weird thing. I know you could tag
I do remember what it said now. I was looking through the comments trying to find contextual things. The bonuses for the event were more raids, but the event didn't give us any free raid passes. And so the reward was given to everybody, but it was still locked behind a paywall. So that's what the issue was. That's what their problem was.
I wonder how it was written that Silph Road is not afraid of controversy. They pretty much let people speak their minds as long as it's done well, right? Not effing Niantic and blah 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 blah, and all kind of hate and this and that. As long as it's just like what you just said, Joe. If they had presented it that way, I wonder if this post had been taken down, because I just wonder. I didn't see the post before it was taken down. I just wonder what triggered them to take it down. I mean, comments, yeah. I get comments are not the post itself, but yeah.
I used to be a moderator of a pretty large subreddit, and there were times where posts got taken down. I never personally did it, but other moderators would take down posts if the comments became uncivil and inciting more cyberbullying, I guess, because it's digital violence, I guess. But if people just were not being civil in the comments,
but that's when you. Well, I mean, it depends on the thing. But in Reddit, you can just shut the comments off.
It's true.
So, but you don't. They left some comments, but not the post. It had to be something in the post.
Well, but they got rid of a bunch of the comments too. So, but anyway, I do agree with the bits that I remember is that if you're gonna have something where the reward is unlocking raids, at least throw us a couple of raid passes.
Right. No, I mean that definitely feels weird. It's like, hey, you buy 9 car washes and get the 10th car wash for double the price. It's like, wait, what? That's not how this works. Yeah, I mean, dude, they have so much throwaway gifts in the thing that people are like, hey, why'd you do that? Stardust. They could have just given Stardust for it. That's a throwaway gift, right? Some people like it, some people don't, but there's nothing to pay for. But yeah, I mean, more raids, I have to have raid passes. I don't know. It is weird. But since we don't have the post, we're going to move on. All right. So this one specifically for me, what Charles sees. Oh, it says what Charles sees when they release a new Pokemon costume.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a Trubbish mash with Pikachu. How they'll do that in the game sometime where 2 Pokemon will actually mash together because of the graphics aren't lining up right. That's exactly right. It's trash Pikachu. Pika trash, if you will. Oh, right. That is.
Pika trash.
Who posted that?
It was Jacket K posted that.
Jacket K. Ding, ding, ding. You win. That one. That is right. I mean, he didn't post to Twitter. He sent the Twitter to us on Reddit, reddit.com/r/Pokemon GO Podcast. But yeah, actually, he's got a little part of Trevor's ear coming out of his head like a green horn. I'm like, okay, that's a Pikachu I would catch. I would catch Trashachu. Don't worry about it. I got it.
A Trashachu.
So good. Thank you, Jacket K. And then we know what the Meg Community Day is going to be. But
do you know what it is? I know what it is.
Well, I can read. Yes, I know what it is now. But the interesting thing is, during the Community Day, of course, it's going to be Swablu. There's going to be stuff we read here, but I like that afterwards, Mega Altaria will be appearing. That's an interesting way to launch a Mega into the game.
Yeah, so earlier we talked about how there was going to be a Mystery Mega. Well, guess what? We now know what that Mystery Mega was. It's Mega Altaria. Dun, dun, dun. Cloudier and bigger than ever. Ready to rain on your parade.
Why wouldn't they use at picture for their promotions. I want to see what a Mega Altaria looks like. I mean, I could Google it. I'm sure all the games have versions. But you know what I'm saying?
Gotta Google it all.
Yeah. The Cotton Bird Pokemon. All right. So Swablu, of course, will be more frequent in the wild. You can get shiny. Moonblast. That's what I was looking for. Your move to get is Moonblast. 2 hours afterwards, you can evolve them. Snapshots for a surprise.
Surprise!
The box. So, all right, Joe, do you like whether you have the money or not? Do you like this box? 1,280 Poke Coins, get you 50 Ultra Balls, 5 Super Incubators, 5 Incense, and one Elite Fast TM.
It's good for people who PvP a lot, simply because of the Elite Fast TM. But other than that, nah.
All right.
No, thank you.
Of course, you pay $1, get the extra little research story, and Mega Ulterior Motive will be making the Pokemon Go debut in Mega Ray. I was going to leave it. Make Community Day. So, yeah, it's after it ends. So, this ends at 5 p.m. local time, and right at 5 p.m. and 1 second local time, yeah, 'cause you know how that works, Mega Ulterior raids will be popping in. So I kind of like the idea because there's been a few times when, you go out and start doing a community day. Yes, I know I don't do it very often, but I have once or twice in the past. And you get in there, you're like, is there something else to do? I kind of enjoyed my day. I'd like to stay a little bit more. It almost feels like the end of Go Fest, the actual Go Fest. It was like, all right, everybody get out and go home. That's kind of how community day ends sometimes for me. And to have something start then right after to give you something else to do, I could see the disappointing Terrys of the world loving that, right? Just gives them a couple more hours of reasons to run around and play more.
Yeah, but is he really still disappointing Terry? Because I think he might have evolved into disappointed Terry based on his comments in Discord this past week.
Those who disappoint others usually are disappointed in others too, Joe. Which kind of, and all I can say is I'm always disappointed by Terry. So,
wow, harsh.
I mean, I'll give you. He didn't quit the game and come back and still try to talk smack. So, there's that.
You're just calling out people left and right, aren't you?
I'm feeling it tonight, Joe. Hey, did we talk about what the next discussion should be?
We have not yet, and this actually comes to us from Jacket K, who is here live, and their suggested topic is how do people feel about data mining, specifically in regards to spoilers? Do you wish that data mining wasn't as prevalent in the community as it currently is? Basically, right? That's
yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a good discussion.
It will, because I mean, data mining is like 100% spoilers. That's what it is. So there's people that avoid it. There's people that seek after it. Obviously, we talk about data mines fairly regularly here on the podcast. So we'd like to hear your comments on, or your opinion on data mining and its spoilerific feature.
Yeah. I'm trying to hold it back. It's going to be a good discussion. So, Joe, 5 topics next week because we're going to talk about this for a good while, that discussion point. So 5 topics next week, okay?
500 topics next week. Got it.
Hey, while we don't have a patron to celebrate, we do have a patron to answer to right now. So we've talked about Mac 825 a few times. I don't know if you've fixed this already for them, but they did email and said I joined the Patreon. However, I won't talk about their level, but they they're my peoples. They're my peoples. Embrace the filthy casual. I am wondering, does that exclude me from the Discord? I sent a message last week through Patreon. Not heard back. Well, apologies, because I guess we have to log into Patreon to get those messages, and we didn't. No, Joe, right? All levels should.
Yeah. So here's what happened. Patreon, if you don't select a specific tier, there is a way to put a custom amount.
Okay.
And so if you put a custom amount, it doesn't automatically link you to our Discord. And so Mac put in a custom amount rather than selecting one of the tiers. But I went ahead and emailed Mac a one-time use invite to the Discord. So Mac, we talked about some of the comments that Mac has posted this past week. We discussed some of the implications about GoFest, and Mac has been very active in the Discord since joining.
Return.
So.
Yeah. So cool. So there's the answer for the wide world. No, because Joe and I, the way we stand on it is community's community. You support the show at any level, you get in. But yeah, there are ways around it. Not around like bad ways. You lose out if you go around the standard tiers. You have to click a few extra steps, or like Mac did there, just email us at show@PokemonGoPodcast.com, and we're more than happy to answer that for you. I think we're done with the show, don't you, Joe?
Almost.
No, not almost. I mean, I think I'm feeling pretty satisfied with this. This was a good one.
Oh,
I think
okay.
This was good, don't you, Joe?
I think we have a speak pipe.
I think I don't care about speak pipes anymore.
You lie so bad. I like speak pipes.
All right, I love them. All right, here we go. A little bit more content for everybody.
So I guess I've been assuming too much if I'm only just now catching in the fact that Charles doesn't know what Pokemon Coliseum is. I don't blame him for not knowing what Pokemon Coliseum is.
I feel
I'm
like
pretty
you
sure
do.
not even people who play the main series games know what Pokemon Coliseum is. But a refresher doesn't hurt. So I guess I can start with the basics. And that's what is classified as. Because in my heart, it's a main series game. But according to the people who make the main series games, it's considered a spin-off. Both it and its sequel, Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. But the battling is the same, minus the fact that it's in the double format from the main series game. And the catching, minus the fact that it's done against trainer Pokemon, is the same. It works the same way of weakening. The battling and catching is a lot closer to the main series game than the Let's Go games are. Other thing that comes to mind is you're not completely wrong. There is a whole stadium aspect in Coliseum, but it's not usually the part I think of when I think of Coliseum, because it's basically divided between that Coliseum/stadium mode and a completely separate story mode. So yeah, maybe that's a little trivia that can get you up to speed.
All right, and he follows up with another speak pipe here.
A little PS. Apologies for the sound quality for the past few Shadow Pokemon trivias. It's listening in. I'm pretty sure it's on my end because a little behind the scenes of how I do it. When I sit down to record Shadow Pokemon trivia, it feels like a waste to pull out the mic for just one. So instead, I pull up Audacity, record a few of them, like maybe get set at 5 or so. Save them, and then a little PS. Upon record Shadow Pokemon trivia, it feels like a waste to pull out the mic for just one. So instead, I pull up Audacity, record a few of them, like maybe get set at 5 or so. Save them, and then send them into the speak pipe one by one. And I thought the first time I did it sounded okay, so I decided to keep doing it, but I kind of got lazy and forgot to listen to them before sending them in after that. So I'm still trying to figure out the best way to go about that. If you remind me what the email for the podcast is, I could just send them to you directly. It's probably better quality if I do that, to send them through SpeakPipe anyways. And I'll still use like SpeakPipe when I have just like things actually related to Pokemon Go that come up. They just want to get a quick little rant would imply negative, but there's also the good that comes with the game. All right. See y'all later.
That would be show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. You can email them there, and that'll work. So that was more of just behind the scenes, but that works. It's all good. I'm transparent. I don't care. All right. Now I think we're good and sated. We're full. We're right, Joe.
It is time for the speed round of random trivia.
See, that's just fraudulent. That is just fraudulent activity.
Hey there. My name is Tom, and I have a question for the King of the Frauds.
Yeah,
Hey, Joe, what time is you fraud?
you're a fraud.
You fraud. Yeah, but this is going to be a speed round. We are running tight on time. I'm going to talk about Yveltal this week. It is the Destruction Pokemon. It is a dark flying type. Like I said before, it is the box art for Pokemon Y. It is shaped like a Y, so, there's that. It is the Aura Trio, with Xerneas and Zygarde making up the other two on that trio. Its Pokedex entry says, when this legendary Pokemon's wings and tail feathers spread wide and glow red, it absorbs the life force of living creatures. Yeah, so it's going to suck the life out of you.
It looks great. Of the life and the destruction, I am Captain Destruction here. Man, this one's drawn so well. I like it.
Yeah. Yveltal is the only Pokemon in the main series games that learns Focused Blast naturally. All the rest have to be taught it with a TM. It is, like I said, is shaped like a Y and has similarities to a long-tailed window bird or a Quetzal. It is inspiration possibly drawn from carrion birds such as crows and vultures as well. The Y in its name comes from Y, and the rest of it, Yvel, is the Middle English spelling of evil. So there's Y and then Yvel, and then the tal at the end comes from Quetzal. So that's a very very vibrant bird found in Mexico and stuff like that. So fun, fun time.
Falls of America. I love going to Quetzal's Pretzels.
Quetzal's Pretzels. And I really like shiny Yveltal. He looks pretty awesome. The black becomes white. He looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, I dig it. And honestly, there's a cocoon form from one of the other games. Even that looks good.
Yeah.
It's all good. All right. Again, show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. Speak Pipes, you know how to do that. It's on the website. Go click the tab. Reddit is r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Facebook's at Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter's at Pokemon Go Pod. And we meet Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast, where you can be like Dooley Productions, Mr. Timberine 19, Old Man Tup, Simulcom, Sound Alerts, Squishy Twitchy, so many bots, the real Mac 825 as opposed to the fake Mac 827, and Weird Tigger 27 are all in tonight. So join us every week and do that. We'd love to have you. Where can they find you on the web, Joe?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard on Twitter. Where can they find you?
They can find me. Actually, I'll have a new Twitter and Instagram here to promote shortly for finding the stories. I've got to get it just situated quite right. But
because he lost the stories.
I did, but I'm going to find them. It is right out of podcasting across social medias and internet, and charlesmcfault.com will have my shows and links and different things like that. Tune in next week to hear Joe say.
Professor Xerneas is the leader of the X Pokemon.
Yep.